So I know I missed most of the process. It didn't occur to me to film it, but there was a rust hole here. I can overlay a picture. Basically, our best friend, Whizzy Wheel, grinded away all the rust. You can see I missed a little bit, it's whatever. Grind away all the rust until it's just basically, I don't know, the paint was bubbled. So I just grinded down until it was like kind of flat. Use the 3M auto body repair tape. It looks like this. It's on Amazon for like 10 bucks. There's the important number. Obviously tape off the area. Then I take a big socket, just roll it all flat until it looks decent. I already did this before, that's why it doesn't really look too changed. And then from here, this is basically just Scotch-Brite on the on like a drill attachment. I'm just gonna scuff this area all up and then paint it. But that's really all there is. I can show this side. Wish I could turn on my flash right now. The paint color I chose was GM Red, which is a little off from whatever color this car was repainted. But you can see, it doesn't really look half bad for being a DIY like 25-minute rust repair. Inside here, I used Pour 15 and I patched that up too. So there was a little hole where the light was getting through. So I patched that up, used a smidge of Pour 15 just to rust prevent from the inside. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, but the battery's in the way. So I'll do that after I'm done painting this. But now that that's all good, I'm just gonna scuff it all down, paint it, and I guess I can come back when it's done. All right, now I've finished sanding it down. You can see all the scuff marks. I'm just gonna take a rag, some rubbing alcohol, just wipe the area down, just to clean it all up so when I paint it, it actually sticks. I believe this auto body repair tape is aluminum. It would probably be a smart idea to prime first, but I didn't prime the other side. So to make these two sides look the same, I'm not gonna prime here. Important things to note, when you're using your drill or whatever you're using to scuff this up, see how the tape line is kind of there? If you're sanding, don't go up the tape because it has a tendency to kind of peel back. I learned that on the other side. So if you're going on this top line here, you want to sand off of it. And then for this line, you'd sand off of it. And that would kind of keep the tape all flush everywhere. I didn't even realize how zoomed in this was. So my tape line looks pretty decent. Now I'm just going to take my Duplicolor generic GM Red. Got this on Amazon too. It was like 10 bucks. Give it a shake, spray. All right, not sure how much you're gonna hear, but this is a hair dryer. I'm just kind of heating the area up. It's on the highest heat setting, lowest air setting, just to kind of force some heat at it because I'm not doing this on the driveway on like a 80-degree day, doing this in the garage. So the air is kind of to help dry and the heat is kind of to help get all the paint fumes out. Just kind of keep heating it. And then light coats are better than heavy coats. I think on the other side I did 3 light coats and then finished it off with like 2 heavier coats. Again, this tape is aluminum, so it's not going to stick to it like it is going to stick to your paint. I think you should be able to still see some marks So that's an indication that I need to do more coats. So the other side came out pretty good with no marks left. And then when you're done, peel the tape off, and that's basically how I just fixed my rusty rear quarter panels. All right, and that's the after. And you really can't see it because of the light, but you can almost barely see the color difference, and you can see a little bit of the tape, but as soon as I put the light here, I mean, you really can't see it that well. So it's a 5-footer. This tape costs $10, and the spray can costs $10. So for $20, I think that's a pretty solid fix. I'm going to try and work on getting the line kind of gone. I'll use probably some acetone or something and just kind of smear it a little bit. And this side was way worse, but still came out pretty decent. I mean, you can see the waves. It was previously bondoed, so I just kind of grinded all the bondo away and got it kind of decent, and then sent the paint on top. So realistically, for $20, I am not complaining about how that looks compared to the overlaid image, which looked a lot worse. Again, overlay the image, and this one looks a lot better. So definitely worth $20 and an hour's worth of your time. All right, that's the finished product. It kind of looks bad right now, but that's just because like all up here, I used acetone and it kind of ate a little bit of the clear coat. But that's how I kind of smoothed the line out. Just took a little bit of acetone on a rag. And smooth the line out a little bit. Looks a lot better. It's not as pronounced as before. It's just kind of like a blended line, like from back here. You can tell the dark spots there, but you can't really see too well the fat line that actually was like the paint line. So I can just quick wax this and clean it up, and it should look fairly decent for, you know, a 20-minute, like $20 rust repair. I did pour 15 the inside of both sides, so I hope it doesn't spread to the inside. This side had a hole on the inside, so that's why I poured 15 that. This side was okay, it wasn't as bad, but I did it just as a preventative thing. So hey, for shits and giggles, $20 in your time, I think it came out pretty damn decent. Completes the look. I also did the rocker panels down here in Bedliner. This I can show before pictures. These were patched and not painted. You can still see the patch a little bit, but from the factory, this car was repainted. From the factory, they come with black rocker panels as like a preventative coating for rocks that kick up. So when it was repainted, those were sanded away and painted over. So I took some Bedliner and rolled on Bedliner with a nice tape line. I did the whole rocker, and that also came out decent. Again, from up here, like it looks fine. You can't see all the little imperfections up close, or like you can up close. So I'm quite happy with the way the Bedliner turned out and with the way the rear quarters turned out. Again, I got this car for next to nothing. I traded my motorcycle for it that I didn't use, and I did 1/8 brake conversion, so now it has the 1/8 brakes. I just bought the brackets, bought all the brakes new, and did that. Did a new coil. Adjusted the throttle because there was a lot of play. Changed out some lines because they were broken. Changed the fuel filter. And adjusted the clutch pedal because I didn't like the feel of it. But aside from that, that's really it. Brakes and rotors all around. The coil. Windshield wiper squirters. Like, the car has really needed nothing else but that. So I'm pretty excited to get it inspected, get it on the road driving legally. That's my rust repair on the rear. I don't think it turned out bad for what it was.